السلام عليكم شباب، إن شاء الله تكونون بخير وصحة وسلامة. ربي يحفظكم ويحفظ عوائلكم من كل شر إن شاء الله. شباب، اليوم عندنا محاضرتنا الجابتر الرابع Sons and Lovers The Young Life of Paul. راح أبدي المحاضرة بالإنجليزي وبعدين نحول للعربي، نكسرها شوية لأن مستواكم شوية قوي. Sons and Lovers, this young life of Paul. We will see what we have today. The first thing we need to discuss the Oedipal relationship. What does it mean? This kind of theory, it has been put by Sigmund Freud. He's talking about what kind of relationship is going to be between the mother and her sons. As you remember, the title of the novel is Sons and Lovers, and we discuss why we called Sons and Lovers. What do we mean? Why we say lovers? Sons, it's clear, but why we say lovers at the same time? Here, we will try to define what through Paul. Paul, as we say, is one of the main characters. So the relationship between Paul and his mother is not normal relationship. It's just like you can see this relation between two lovers. They are many things connecting them. As we had, the Oedipal relation between Paul and his mother reveals itself in this chapter. So it's going to be clear in this chapter. They are bound together by love and also their deeply shared hatred of his father. There is something common between them. What is it? Is they deeply hate for the father. Both of them, they hate the father. So they share something in common. Not only this, Mrs. Morrell's love for her son is also heightened by William's departure. Missing one son pushes her into the arms of the other. So, if you remember in the previous chapters, we talked about the relationship between William and his mother. So after that, William depart to London, so no one is there, only Paul. So all the love is now towards her son, Paul. So with the departure, and as she misses, now pushes her into the arms of the other. Paul and his mother also delight in sharing things. They have many things to share. We will see here. Paul, he has many things he can do for his mother, and he liked to do that. Paul bakes bread on Friday nights, taking his mother place so that she can go to the market, almost like the two lovers they pour over her purchase when she returned. He always, like in Friday nights, like in the weekends, he in behalf on instead of his mother, he bakes the bread. And at that time, just like the two lovers, like shifting the role, that she's going to the market and he stays home and baking the bread. And also, their intimacy is only threatened when William returns for Christmas. As we said, William's departures helped this relationship in order to form and to be stronger. But when he came back, so this is going to treat this relation when he returned for Christmas, as we have William, as we know that Morrell's passionate love for him, that he already returned. Upon William's departure, she paralyzed for a time by the love she feels for her oldest son. She felt that the time stopped when he left. So what we have here, that the relationship between Paul and his mother is just like lovers. And what helped in order to make this relation stronger is the departure of William. And when William returned from London, it's going to threaten this relationship. I'm going to speak العربي. فبالعربي ايش عندنا هنا؟ احنا عندنا العلاقة بين من؟ بين الابناء والام. احنا عندنا شنو العلاقة اللي هي شنو؟ الابناء والعشاق. إلها معنى. ليش سمينا هاي التسمية؟ فسبب التسمية انه علاقة الام بابنائها علاقة مو طبيعية، كأنه علاقة عشاق. وبهذا الشابتر راح نحكي عن علاقة خاصة بول بأمه. علاقته كانت مختلف عن الكل، وقوة هاي العلاقة يمن ويليام غادر اللي هو من راح وين؟ راح لندن. فكل اللاف كل الباشن تحول إلمن تحول البول، وعندهم هواي أمور مشتركة. يعني هم أصلا اللي نفس الكرة بالنسبة للأب، يعني اثنيناتهم يكرهون، وأكو هواي أمور يحبون يسوي سوا. فمثلا هنا حتى من يعني بالويك اند يبقى هو بالبيت، يبقى يخبز يسوي الأكل وهاي، بين ما هي تروح تسوق كأنه عشاق. الشيء اللي يعني تعرف اللي قوى العلاقة قلنا هو مغادرة منه؟ مغادرة ويليام. فمن يرجع ويليام راح يكون شنو؟ نوع من التهديد لهذا. وش وقت راح يرجع ويليام؟ أكيد بالكريسماس. فمن ويليام من غادر كان كأنه صابها بالشلل. هنا يقول لنا إن هو ابنها البكر. فمن غادر تحول كل الحب كل الباشن إلمن البول. بس مو معناته انه نسيت ويليام. من يوم يرجع لا راح ترجع العلاقة نفس الشيء. Alcoholism is one of the main things that affected all characters and the family. Actually, alcoholism, it's brought by what? By whom? By the father. It's one of the important point that brought to this novel. You know, the father is addicted to alcohol. So alcoholism is just like a theme we have here. Alcoholism continues to rip the family apart and pit the mother and children against the father. The main thing that affected the family's relationship between the mother and her sons against the father is what is because he's addicted to alcohol. He always come home drunk. And also the author uses nature to reflect what is happening in the story. We will see. After the father rages in one of his drunk fits, ash tree shrieks and cries as assaulted by the wind. As the father shouts in booming voice, the wind came through the tree fiercer and fiercer. When the wind stops, the father shouting stops. It's just like here we compare between the ash tree and when the wind comes, how the trees outside, what kind of voices is going to make. So when we compare as this drunk person, how Paul felt that he starts shouting and in an angry way within the wind is the same the sounds that the tree outside the door is making. So the same way when he stops, when the wind stops and the sound outside stops, the father shouting stops also. So it's like connected between the connected between the tree and the wind and how the father is calm drunk. الكحول، الإدمان إلى الكحول هو السبب الرئيسي وأساس المشكلة لهذه العائلة. شنو اللي صار؟ إنه هو الأب دائما مدمن كحول، وبالنسبة إنه المال اللي يحصل عليه من شغله يعني أغلبه يروح المن لشرب الكحول. بالإضافة إنه هو ورا ما يكمل شغله ما يرجع البيت، يروح للبار يشرب الكحول ويجي بالليل مو هو نفس الشخص اللي غادر الصبح. يجي يتعارك ويا أمهم، يضرب أمهم ويضربهم هم، فيسوي هواي مشاكل. ليش؟ because he's what? he's drunk. فهنا واحدة من الأمور اللي صارت إنه يقارن إنه بين الشجرة اللي برا البيت، شنو هو اللي أصوات اللي يسويها من ورا الويند الرياح القوية شلون تسوي أصوات برا، وهذه نفس اللي أبوهم اللي يسويه. فبنفس الليلة كانت رياح برا وأصوات، وبنفس الوقت أبوهم كان شنو يصرخ جوا وهو درانك وهاي أمور يسوي. من توقفت الرياح أبوهم توقف. فهنا it's just like it's connecting الطبيعة ويا من؟ ويا الكحول اللي سببته لهذه العائلة. الفاير، النار. What we have here. Fire is also used as a symbol of power and destructive force. Paul accidentally breaks his sister's doll and his emotion upsets him. He filled with repulsion and he decided to dispose of what is left, burning the doll. As the doll burns, he rejoices in silence. In fire, what we have here, and fire, what does it mean? It means that as Paul accidentally breaks his sister's dolls, that he feels he's just like his father, what he did to his mother. So whenever he looks at his sister's dolls and how it's already distracted and broken, he wanted to get rid of it. So what he decided to, the only way is to burn this doll, to burn these broken pieces. And after that, he did that, and he rejoiced inside. So the fire here helped, the only way to help Paul in order what? To get rid of this feeling. Another time Paul returns home and sees his mother sitting alone with a candle burning, the big fire glowing red. Mrs. Morrill is waiting for her husband to appear, perhaps warning of trouble ahead. When Mr. Morrill returns home drunk as usual, the potatoes left cooking for his dinner are ruined and black. Here we have another thing that what the fire is going to do. Just like the candle is burning and become really glue and red, just like what Mrs. Morrill it feels. And at the same time she is waiting for her husband, and this is just like warning for the trouble is coming. Is the same thing. How the fire is red is what is going to happen when the mother will what she will do with the father when he reaches. And also we have the dinner of the father is already ruined and black by the fire. It means it's going to be no dinner. هنا عندنا النار. النار هي رمز القوة والدمار. هنا بول يعني عرضيا كسر شنو؟ كسر اللعبة مالت من؟ مال أخته. فهو شعر بالغضب وحس إنه هو مثل أبوه صار. شلون يعامل أبوه؟ إنه شلون يكسر هو لعبة أخته. فما بقدر بعد يباوع اللعبة إنه هي مكسرة. فقرر شنو؟ يحرق هاي البيسز حتى يتخلص من هذا الشعور، حتى يقدر ينساه. فهنا ساعدته النار إنه شنو؟ إنه يتخلص ويحرق هذه البيسز. وبنفس الوقت يعني بيوم من الأيام بول رجع لقى الكاندل الشمعة مشتعلة وأكو نار حمراء. So Mrs. Morrill is awaiting for her husband to appear. فهاي نيدة تنتظر زوجها. بنفس الوقت إنه هو تحذير لتروبلز is coming ahead. أكو مشكلة راح تصير بهاي النار حمرت كل شيء. بنفس الوقت because he is going to come drunk, you know, لأن راح يجي هو سكران كالعادة. فالشيء اللي راح يصير إنه أكو مشاكل راح يصير، مثل ما هذه النار هي شقد محتدمة وصايرة حمراء. نفس الشعور اللي هو بداخل منه مسز مورل. وبنفس الوقت النار سوت لأن العشاء مال زوجها البوتيتوز is on the fire، فشبيها صار ruined and became black. The last slide we have London's versus their town. The contrast between London and their humble town is foremost in Paul's mind as he waits for William's train, thinking that anything might happen if one came from London. That for them London is really big deal, that they have somebody living there. So Paul, he has never been there. So when he thinks about London, it means what? It means London, it's something reachable and really big. So any train is coming from there is not something simple. So maybe anything may happen to that person who comes from London. And also London symbolizes success, and Paul wants others to know they were expecting someone by the London train. It sounded so grand. As London, it symbolizes success, and Paul wanted to show off. I wanted everybody to know that they were expecting somebody by the London, that they want everybody to know that he is waiting for somebody coming from London, because for him it sounded really great that he's waiting somebody coming from London, that if he wants everybody to know, because he's proud of this thing. So we have this contrast, like he feels that London is not like their town, it's something else. هنا بهاي السلايد عندنا لندن وبلدتهم. لندن شيء مناقض لبلدتهم، تمثل النجاح وتمثل فشي انه بعقلية بول انه ما حد يقدر يوصل، فانه حتى يقدر انه يحاول او يفكر انه يوصلها فشي صعب، وخاصة حتى ببلدتهم كل الناس اللي تفكر نفس الشيء لازم work really hard. same ويليام هيدن، مثل ما سوى ويليام. فمجرد تفكير بها هو انه يسولف عن شيء ناجح وعن شيء كبير انه يتحقق. فحتى القطار اذا يجي من لندن هواي امور ممكن تحدث لاي شخص يجي باللندن. بالاضافه لندن تمثل النجاح، وبول راد كل شخص موجود بالمحطه يعرف انه هو ينتظر شخص جاي بقطار لندن. بالنسبه له هاي تمثل فشي كبير وعظيم. شكرا جزيلا، وأتمنى استفادتوا من هاي المحاضرة لأن شرحناها بالعربي وبالإنجليزي، وأتمنى استفادتوا منها. وإن شاء الله راح أنوب أسوي لكم محاضرات ثانية عن الجابترات اللي جاوا، ونحاول نكمل المادة، وهم نعطيكم كويزات إن شاء الله تقدرون تستفادون منها. شكرا جزيلا، أتمنى لكم الصحة والسلامة، يا رب يحفظكم ويحفظ عوائلكم. See you.